thanks to all of you for turning out today, because I know it's Good Friday and there's a lot of things to be doing, but I'm glad that you all came here today, because I think that this press conference could be as explosive as fight night itself. It was also interesting to hear Big Mo say there about the last time we were here, which was Shields Marshall, and you think of the quality that was on that undercard. Well, I would quiz Ben Shalom as to whether this card tops even that, because I know we're all going to be talking about Bad Blood and the top of the bill shortly, but this undercard has to be one of the best that we've done in recent times. And I will come straight to Ben Shalom. You must be delighted, touch wood, that everything's held up so far, that from top to bottom, these are all pick-em fights.
Yeah, this is massive. Look at the interest we have here for an undercard. There's not many cards in British boxing where you cannot miss the first bell. I have to say thank you to Skysports. You know, never do we see cards like this not on pay-per-view. This is a huge night of British boxing, a huge advert for British boxing as well, and the fighters all taking huge tests. The O2, 13,000 tickets sold for a British title fight is pretty incredible, an unbelievable card, and just a treat for Easter Sunday.
Well, it's called Bad Blood, but you could have called it Super Sunday, and I just want to emphasise that if you haven't seen any of the build-up material, it's Sunday. Straight after that, brilliant Premier League game between Man City and Arsenal will be coming straight across to the boxing. Let's get to our undercard fighters, and this one you probably could have called complete chaos, because you've got Steve Robinson and Alen Babic, and I think anything could happen. You're better off watching that one behind your sofa. I'll come to you first, Steve. Great to have you back on a Sky card. You said some telling things yesterday. You don't see this one go in the distance, and you gave us a pretty good line, which neither of us can box, so we might as well fight. Is that your mentality coming into this one, that the fuse is going to be lit and it's going to go bang?
Definitely, it's going to be bang from the first bell, and that's the way I've been sparring. And you know, I'm sure we're both ready to go, and we'll be meeting at the centre of the ring, and that's how it's going to happen.
He's been talking it up as much as you have, and we haven't seen Alen do much else other than front foot aggression and violence. Is that what you were expecting from him? And if so, how do you match that?
Of course I do, and that's perfect. You know, it'll play into my hands when he's coming forward. So with me long arms, he's just going to walk onto a shot. So it's ideal for us.
What is your mentality coming into this one? You're coming off of a loss to Franklin Ignatius on points, but we have seen you pull out wins violently with the big right hand or the big left hook previously. Is this one going to be decided by one big shot?
It doesn't matter how it's decided. The fact is, my hand's getting lifted. It's irrelevant when, it's irrelevant how. You know, it's me that's going to be getting my hand lifted in there, and that's all that matters.
Let's bring in Alen. At this stage, is it Alen or is it the Savage? Who have we got with us today?
Oh, my brother, I'm telling you, he's a Savage. And I was just thinking about what Savage said when I first came onto the scene. I said, I want to experience everything in boxing. And I started my journey around on this low table on the side. And I finished on fighting for the world heavyweight, for the Bridgeweight title. So I did a full circle. I'm back on the first stuff, back on the first to talk in the conference, and I'm happy about it, you know.
You say you wanted to experience everything in boxing. You wanted to become a world champion, but it didn't happen. How do you process defeat for the first time? Has that made you hungrier? Has it made you more desperate? And if so, how does that manifest itself once the first bell rings?
Well, I said right after the defeat, there is no plan B. You know, I never had a plan B in my life, and let alone for boxing. There's zero plan B. So for this fight, it's a do or die for me. You know, I really have to win, not just win. I have to make a statement knockout, like a beautiful statement knockout that I'm back at the big scene. You know, so this is not just a win for me. I think win is not in the question, but it needs to be done properly.
He hasn't been knocked out before. Why do you think that you can be the first man to do it?
I have knocked out 10 of my opponents at heavyweight divisions. In the heavyweight, I actually 10-0 with 10 knockouts, so it's going to be 11-0 and 11 knockouts. I don't see nothing he can bring to stop it, really. You know.
But how many knockouts did they have on the record?
They had many.
Ah, okay.
Watch what you talk, watch your mouth. They had many, much more than
well,
you
said yesterday that I wouldn't look you in the eye, and I was scared. I've never been scared of a man in my life. I'm not. How are you going to be scared of a very little man? Listen, Come
Don't
on.
even know who I
Never been
fought.
scared in my life. I'm hardly going to be scared of you.
I don't have to be scared. You have to be smart, and you're not.
Just finally, my last question to Alen was going to be, you've linked up with Pascal Collins now, one of the great trainers in the game. He's worked with a real mixed bag of fighters, some of the best technicians in the world. And
Now I want to hurt him, brother. I want to hurt him very bad now. You know?
Good.
Why you have to say that?
Good. You're playing in my hands.
I'm going to end your career in the
Good.
first round.
Good. Okay.
Your stupid face is going down.
Okay.
You know, first round.
If you don't
maybe you
end
in the
it,
first 10 seconds.
when I end your career,
Fucking
maybe you can play in the pantomime. No weights, little people.
Savage,
Little man,
rivalry,
little man.
boy, you're going to
Grumpy.
die.
You'll do well in the pantomime as Grumpy. Little man.
Little man, yeah, little man. Little man is going to end your career.
You'll try.
Pathetic.
You'll try. I've heard this before.
You fall on your 6th fight. I went on to fight for a world championship. You're not even in the
Great.
same
So
league.
when you get beat,
You're not even in the
it's
same
going to be
league.
worse for you.
So I understand that.
Okay, whatever.
my question was largely irrelevant anyway. But Pascal Collins, great to see you in the room anyway.
Pascal is a great trainer. Yeah, I found my boxing family. I lost my boxing family when I was, and I found a new family in Ireland. It was beautiful. It was very tough, very rough. Steve Collins, his brother, was there all the time, and Roddy Collins was there, and just beautiful. Found my boxing family, and boxing came back to me.
May the best man win in that fight. Callum Simpson, follow that. Great to have you back on this card. It's an interesting time for you because we know that the fights that you want are on the horizon. The likes of Zach Chelly in the summer, British and Commonwealth champion. You've made no secret that you want to fight Ben Whittaker, who's sat at the top table here at the moment. What do you want to show us on Saturday night, and what do you need to do to make sure that those fights become a possibility?
To be honest, whenever it's fight week and the press conference and fighting that, I always think I've got to be excited and do something to stand out. But after listening to these two, I don't know. I think I'm going to struggle to sound any more exciting than these two. And even the full card, to be honest, it's a massive stat card. And I'm happy to be on it. But like I said, obviously I need to deal with the opponent I've got on Sunday, and I've got a big fight in the summer hopefully with Zach Chelly. But for now, I've got to stay focused for the fight on Sunday.
You're a big puncher. You like to knock people out. Last two wins have been on points. Do you want to change that and get back to knocking people out?
Definitely. Like I said, I've got the last two fights went on points. There's a few reasons for that. My team wanted to see certain things from me, not just going to try and knock someone out first round, third round. As we step up in the levels, we know that's not going to happen. So they wanted to see that I could box, follow instruction. But I've told them now we're going back to knockouts now. They've seen I can do the rounds, 10 rounds with ease, and I know I can do more. So we're going back to the knockouts now, a bit more intention.
Just bringing Bench on very briefly for a word on Callum Simpson. He's someone that you rate highly. It's someone that you want to push. You've got high hopes for him. Buildup Mbambe is the man in the room. He's going to try and put an end to that. That all goes away if he doesn't win on Sunday.
There's a lot of talk about the future stars of British boxing. Callum came to us after working very hard in the small hall scene with Kevin Marie. He's a diamond in the rough. He, for me, is the best fighter in that super middleweight division in this country, and he's been out the ring for a bit of a frustrating period. He's coming back to make a statement, and then he wants a huge fight back in his hometown of Barnsley. I know there's a huge travelling support coming down on Sunday. There's not many fighters that have the talent but also have the support that he has as well, and looking forward to having him back. Big statement Sunday and then a huge fight in the summer. Yeah,
great to have you on the card, Callum Simpson. Let's move on to our title fight. I'll come to Mikael Lawal first. The English title is the belt that's on the line. Mikael, great to see you again. You're coming back from your first defeat where you lost your Lonsdale belt. I think you feel, and everybody else feels, taking nothing away from Isaac Chamberlain, that you didn't do yourself justice on the night, regardless of the result. Do you see this as a shot at redemption?
Yeah, 100%, man. This is like an opportunity for me, so I'm just looking forward to it. Like when I got the call, I was doing a little bit of a cleanse and whatnot, but I was like, you know what, let me just take this fight, take this risk. And I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get in the ring with this guy and put on a show. How highly do you rate him as a fighter from what you've seen of him so far? Yeah, he's good. He's a good fighter. I respect him that much, but at the end of the day, man, he's been doing a lot of talking, saying he's going to end my career and whatnot. So obviously, I'm gonna knock him out on Sunday night, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna punish him for that. Do you feel me? So that's what I've got to say.
I mean, they're pretty strong words, so I'll invite Vidal to come straight back with a response.
I mean, thank you for all coming out. I've been boxing for 20 years, never been stopped, never been dropped, been in there with bigger punches than you. So, I mean, yeah, it would take a miracle for you to fulfill your...
There's 10 ounce of gloves, you know.
Say that again?
10 ounce gloves, 10 ounce gloves.
Oh, yeah, ounce of gloves.
There's a difference, bro.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah.
When you're a good fighter, you don't have to test your chin.
You're going to go sleep.
You will see.
You're going to go sleep.
I'm going to go sleep. Is that what you said?
100%.
This is how you handle your nerves. We know you struggle with that. So if the trash talk helps settle them, then, I mean, continue, Mikael, man. Continue.
Vidal, I might ask you a question. You are the champion. You've got your belt in front of you there, but do you see this as a step up for yourself?
Yeah, 100%. I'm not, I'm not silly. I'm not disrespectful. This is definitely a step up for me. I chose this fight. I didn't have to take this fight. But it makes sense. I'm here to be challenged. The entire boxing career I've had, I've always dominated domestically. You can research that and check. And I mean, as a professional, I've turned over, I've done the same thing. I'm used to ruling domestically, so you got to challenge yourself. And as a former British champion, I'm going to show that, there's levels to it.
You laughed yesterday when I put to you the quote that Mikael gave us, which is, he thinks you're going to run and box on the back foot, and if you don't, then he'll meet you and he'll knock you out.
We don't run from bullies. Never have, never will. So,
make sure, yeah?
Yeah, don't worry. The Sunday's coming. We don't have to do the make sures. But I've never run from a bully, and I ain't going to start with you. So enjoy it. Be ready, man.
You be ready.
I am. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, well, that one is going to be a good fight. I think we all can agree with that. Man. Thank you to both of you. Let's graduate up to the top table. Leon Willings, Ben Whittaker, great to see you both. Leon, I'm going to come to you first. What an opportunity for you. I just would love for you to just tell us what's going through your mind at the moment. Back-to-back wins over Jake Barton, one for the Central Area title. You're in a good run of form yourself. The call comes to fight arguably one of the biggest talents in British boxing, one of the most divisive figures in British boxing, one of the biggest showmans in British boxing. Perhaps all the pressure is on him. You get a chance to absolutely launch your career now and derail the Ben Whittaker hype train.
Yeah, I guess it's a massive opportunity for me. It's an opportunity that I couldn't turn down. Yeah, it's short notice, but I have been staying ready, and I'm looking forward to it.
How do you prepare for someone like Ben Whittaker?
You prepare as best as anyone could do. Me and my team have done the best we can in the time that we've had.
Do you believe that you can derail the journey that he's on? I mean, it has been this... the Ben Whittaker star has exploded over the last few months, but I think everyone deep down knows that there's a really good fighter in there anyway.
Yeah, everyone knows how good Ben is, but I just need to make sure I perform there Sunday night, and I need to be the best me, and I'm sure I can cause him so many problems.
People talk about it as incredibly disrespectful, but he uses it as a weapon to annoy his opponents. How do you cope with the showboating antics? You're obviously expecting them. You can't really prepare for them. How do you keep a cool head in a hot kitchen?
Everyone knows what Ben does. I know what he does. It's just his game. I just need to make sure that I'm playing my game as well. So, yeah.
And are you comfortable being here? It's a big platform, probably the biggest platform that you've boxed on, but it does present a terrific opportunity to change your boxing career.
Yeah, it's huge. I couldn't say no to the opportunity. I'm very grateful for it, and I'm going to make the most out of it, 100%. Okay,
well, best of luck. Thank you for joining us on this card. Ben Whittaker, can you even begin to explain how things have changed since Cali Gradia? I'm sure you will have manifested it and thought that it was going to happen anyway, but if you do, all of the adding up on all the different various platforms, it's well over 100 million plus viral hits now at what is an early stage of your career. Has it changed you? Has it dented your confidence at all?
No, nothing's really changed. Me and my dad always say since a young kid, I haven't done anything yet. There's world champions, unified world champions. Getting a couple likes and follows, it's great, but my boxing needs to speak for itself, and that's what will show Sunday.
The prize of being the man to be the first to beat Ben Whittaker is becoming a title in itself now. It means that I think you've always, to be fair to you, you've always had a target on your back, but that target's getting ever bigger.
Yeah, I suppose Leon's the bounty hunter Sunday. He's got a big bounty on my head. But that's what I want. I work hard. I like to put myself out there so these people think they can call me out. And then when it comes, they'll see the levels.
Nah, I called you out, bro. I told them to fight you, right?
Who are you? Hey, there's another one, man. They all want me. Hey, pull out your jeans, man. Who the hell is he, man? Hey, just say what you gotta say, bro. Now let him speak, man. Yeah, man. I like your outfit, man. Hey, Leon, is this your boy?
No, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, an Olympian. Not many people can say they're an Olympian. What? He'd beat you? Oh, look at you, man. You look like a mess. Who you fought? Who you fought? Who you fought? All over the world? Oh, God. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. After I finish with Leon, you can jump in there. Yeah, man. All right, bro. Hey, don't cry, man. Calm yourself. Someone get him a Sprite and a banana or something, man. He's getting excited, man. Someone check on his blood pressure, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. I mean, for real, someone check on his blood pressure, man. He was getting a bit excited.
That almost felt set up because the timing was incredible.
That was beautiful.
What I was just about to ask you is, you get...
Please do. Thank you very much. Hey, make sure you buy your ticket Sunday. Buy your ticket Sunday. I look pretty in it. Thank you. I look pretty. Hey, where did you get that chain from? Amazon. Now after this, I'll buy you a chain as well, man. Now back to you guys.
Well, I don't quite know how I follow that up. My question was going to be, how are you coping with the fact that you are public enemy number one?
I think you set him up, man. You must.
No, I wasn't in on that.
He's a paid actor, man.
I don't even know who it is.
No, it's all good. Like I said, getting yourself into that position, these things will happen, and it's exciting. If people not calling me out, don't want to aim for me, I'm not doing the right thing, so it's exciting.
Leon Willings is the man that's actually here to fight you. What are your thoughts on Leon, a man who's won the Central Area title?
Well, firstly, respect to him. Leon Willings, he was willing to take the fight, so big respect to him. Come off a win for a title, but I just think there's levels, you know. I think I'm a level above, and it will show Sunday.
Are you going to tone the showboating down at all, or is it even more this time?
Who knows? It's how I feel on the day. The breakfast looks quite good, and like I said, when I get my beans and hash browns in, it's a scary combination, so we'll see Sunday.
Ben, obviously, Ben Shalom. Obviously, there is a lot of attention around Ben Whittaker, as we've just seen. Where are your thoughts on this at the moment? He's gone viral, which is presumably music to your ears, but it does raise the stakes a little bit. Everybody wants a piece of Ben Whittaker. Everybody wants to be the first guy to beat Ben Whittaker. This is a good place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, in fairness to Ben, this was always the plan. This was always the vision. And he's 10% of the way there, 5% of the way there. It's early days. I think as a promoter, you just have to get out the way. The job of a promoter is to give him the biggest platform, to let him become a face of boxing, to let him become a star in British boxing, but also world boxing. And all we do is get out the way, put him on the biggest platform. He's going to be fighting in front of over 1 million people on Sunday night. And I think he's someone that we need in this sport. There's very, very few fighters that get outside the boxing circles, that bring new audiences into the sport. And we've got one here. It's a delight to work with him. He's got his feet on the ground. He's got a great family behind him. He's focused, but he's also an elite fighter going right to the top. And yeah, delighted that he's back on a stage like that. And I'm sure he'll be looking to steal the show again.
Okay, so Ben Whittaker takes on Leon Willings. That brings us to what I would call the chief support, Florian Marku and Chris Kongo. There's bad blood in this one. Again, gentlemen, follow that. I don't know if you've got anyone in the crowd, Chris, that's going to cause us any issues here, but you talked it into existence almost. This goes back a long way. This isn't a new rivalry. Now you've got it. Now you're here. How confident are you, and why do you win this fight on Sunday?
First of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, just for being on such a big stage. Thank everyone for coming out. Thank yourself, Ben, obviously the Disturbing Sports team for making this happen. And this is a big fight for me, you know. I don't want to say too much, but I'm ready.
Your thoughts on Florian Marku?
No thoughts. We already got everything that we need to do, and we're going to make it work come Sunday the 31st.
Can you just give us just... sorry. Thought that was... Andy, I'm looking at you up there. I thought that was time. Yeah, just how do you win this fight? Without giving too much away, if you can give us one piece of info, what do you do better than Florian?
Everything, but like I said, no words. See you guys 31st.
Florian, you've got your big stage. I think we know you as a big game player. Nod to Big Mo, it's an American phrase, but big game player, big stage. Have we got a big performance in there on Sunday?
Yes. Hello, everyone. First of all, I think Chris come to the wrong place. He should been in the wedding with his tie. But yes, let me tell you about all the story. I came yesterday because I want all the people and all the media know that. I came yesterday and they told me you're fighting for the belt, for this belt. I had a check weight this morning and I didn't have the idea. I said, okay, you want me to do that like this? Okay, I'm gonna lose some weight today. I'm gonna do again the weight tomorrow. But me and my team, we didn't know nothing. But it doesn't matter. Sunday, you're gonna see a beautiful performance and me knocking out Congo out.
He says he does everything better than you. What's your response to that?
The only thing that can does better than me is run, nothing else.
Do you think he will run? Is that what you're saying? You think he'll box on the back foot?
100%. If he stays there, I think it's gonna be a very, very short night for him.
Do you have a response to that?
Give him some seconds to think. Give him like 2-3 minutes till he thinks what he wants to say.
I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah, I know, she cannot think, she cannot speak very fast. Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on this rivalry, though? This goes back a long way.
This rivalry started, I don't know how long before, 3 years, when he will start. I wanted this fight with him at the beginning. This fight didn't happen. Then he came in one of our, I was giving an interview, and he came like he does all the time to all the guys. If you go in the YouTube channels and you check his videos, when somebody is doing an interview, he goes there in front of the camera and he's talking to them, but not with me. I always respect the fighters. I never go to interrupt them in the interview. And he came and I say, go away, man, what are you doing here? He didn't go, I push him. And that made the fight big for the UK public. They wanted, I gave it to them. And I'm going to show it Sunday.
Do you agree with that version of events?
I agree, but there's not more to say. I'm a classy guy, I'm calm, and all you guys know when I fight, I'm always in exciting fights, so don't need to say much. I'm cool, man.
What I will do then, to finish this press conference, I'll invite you just to give a message to each other. You can go first. Chris, what's your final message to Florian?
See you Sunday.
After 2 rounds, you're not going to see nothing anymore. No worries. See you.
Ben, I think this is a fight that you wanted to make for a long time. It wasn't always possible. It wasn't always the most direct route and obvious, but now you've got it. Just how happy are you that this represents a really good chief support for us?
Look, it's a huge fight. I didn't ever expect to see it happen, to be honest. Florian has improved massively. We worked for him for a long time. He's working now with Grant Smith, and he just seems to be getting better and better and better.
That's my bad.
And I think, if I'm honest, I think he's giving an olive branch to Chris. This is a must-win fight for Chris. You know, he's coming off a defeat. He needs to state his claim, and I think it's one of those fights that have come out of nowhere. It's a 50-50 fight. It's possibly going to be fight of the night. We're going to have thousands and thousands of Albanians in there. We've been back to Albania. We did 25,000 in the stadium. We now come back to the O2. It's just a great chief support. May the best man win, but it's, I think it's the fight that's going to steal the show.
Well, that's a big title, isn't it? Because all of these fights have got the potential. So thank you to all of the fighters for contributing.